A very good evening, class 11th. Today we have a very important topic called as resonance effect. This is virtually the base of your organic chemistry. And I would be focusing today's class on the resonance effect only for your benzene substituted compounds. Means I would try to cover up all the compounds and the resonating structures for all of them if they have a benzene ring and there is a group attached to them. Now, under the resonating structures or the resonance effect, you have ideally a plus R effect and a minus R effect. And when we talk about these two, they are entirely different from one another. This or this, whatever is the case, whenever we talk about them, in these cases, you have a different set of groups for plus R and a different set of groups for minus R. Plus R are also called as the donor groups because they give electrons to your benzene ring, while a minus R is your electron acceptors from the benzene ring. Which means these are the two broad categories how we define the resonance effect. Under all circumstances, when we talk about the resonance effect, our interest is that it is said to be an interaction between pi electrons and lone pairs, which also means your sigma bond is unaffected. This should be absolutely clear. Whenever we will draw the resonating structures, sigma bonds are unaffected, which also means that the position of atoms remains same. It does not change. I hope that is clear to you. Now, this effect also, the interaction also is transmitted throughout the chain. Means it does not remain localized, it is delocalized. On top of it, this effect is permanent. It is not reagent dependent like your electromeric effect. This is permanent and it is applicable only for your pi electrons and lone pairs. Now, there are certain things that you need to understand while drawing the resonating structures. What is it that you need to take care of? The first thing, these are hypothetical, which means you cannot isolate them. These are hypothetical structures which are drawn to understand the properties of a particular compound. Also, in this set, all the atoms should have complete octet. It should not be that there are some atoms which do not have an octet complete. Those are unstable resonating structures. Also, the sigma bond does not break. You will not break the sigma bond during the drawing of resonating structures. The number of lone pairs and bond pairs remains constant throughout the resonating structures. Also, the more electronegative atom must have a negative charge. You cannot give the negative charge to a less electronegative atom. The more electronegative atom should be given the negative charge. Also, more the number of the resonating structure, greater the stability. Last but not the least, if your resonating structures are equivalent, they lead to a greater stability. Fine, I repeat, these are hypothetical. Octet of all the atoms should be complete. Sigma bonds are not to be broken. You will only take into account the lone pair and the pi electrons. The number of lone pair and the bond pair remains constant throughout the resonating structures. The more electronegative atoms should get a negative charge, otherwise the structure is said to be unstable. If there are lots of resonating structures, they lead to stability of the molecule. If at all there are lesser number of resonating structures, तब क्या होगा? अगर resonating structures कम हैं पर equal हैं, then in that case this imparts a greater stability. तो वो stable ज़्यादा होगा. You are watching the channel by Seema Makhijani and I am trying to make organic easier for you. This particular topic is essential for your base of organic chemistry. I hope you are liking it. Please stay safe and please stay healthy. Now I would be doing the resonance effect in detail. In today's class, I would be taking up only the plus R effect. Moving on. When we talk about the plus R effect, in that case, your benzene ring is attached to a electron donating group. We would now be calling it as EDG. The electron donating group is attached to a benzene ring. As you can see the word, it is an electron donating group, means it will give electrons. If this gives electrons, then it definitely would have a positive charge. Since we are talking about a resonance, we say this group possesses a plus R effect. Is that okay? Hence, if this is giving electrons to the benzene ring, I hope it is clear that your benzene ring receives electrons from the electron donating group, which also means that your benzene ring will develop negative charge. This would be observed by you. We also call these groups as the activating groups because they give the electron density to the benzene ring. So, they are also known as activating groups. Also, the last condition, the electron donating group must have lone pair on the atom attached to benzene ring, which means your benzene ring, let us say, is attached to a Cl, and you very well know Cl has 3 lone pairs. So, this falls under this category. You can have benzene ring attached to an OH. Oxygen is attached and it has 2 lone pairs. So, this also falls under this category. You can have a benzene ring attached to NH2. Nitrogen has 5 electrons in the outermost shell, 2 used up here, 1 used up here. So, it still has a lone pair. So, all these come under the category of the electron donating group. Now, other categories, the electron donating groups, I would be referring to the electron donating groups as the donor atoms. And I would be writing all, I will not write the resonating structures for each of them. Those you can master yourself. But for your understanding, I would be calling the donor atoms as capital D and I would be substituting a lone pair here to show that this donor atom is going to give electrons to the benzene ring, and this is how I will explain the general resonating structures to you. Is that clear? There could be other groups also. For example, you can even have a benzene bonded to an OCH3. This also falls under this category. This identity is anisole, and there also benzene is attached to a atom which has got lone pair of electrons. So, this also is under this particular category. Just for your recalling, this is called as aniline, this is called as anisole, this is known as phenol, this you know is chlorobenzene. Fine. Now, I would help you to draw the resonating structures. Let's say your donor atom has got 2 lone pairs on it. Fine. Now, this is going to act as an electron donating group, and this would give the lone pair of electrons will be donated here. Is that okay? Now if this lone pair moves towards here, you will get a double bond here. Now this particular carbon already has 4 bonds. So one bond is to be broken. So your pi bond breaks and this particular carbon gets the electron pair of the pi bond, which means you end up with, now the D has only one lone pair. One of the lone pair is used up in the double bond. Rest is your benzene ring. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes here. This bond is broken and the electron pair from here goes here and it gets a negative charge. You can represent it by a negative or you can represent it by an electron pair. From now onwards, I would be writing it as a negative charge. Also, since the lone pair have been used, this D would get a positive charge when you write the resonating structures. This molecule is neutral. This has a positive and a negative, also is neutral. Between resonating structures, you draw a double-headed arrow. Moving on further. Now, this electron pair is used to form a bond here. And this particular carbon, as you can see, has got 3 bonds, but there is a hydrogen also. Hydrogen on all these positions is not shown, but you should always remember that there are hydrogens on these 5 positions. So this particular carbon, you can see, has got 3 bonds and there is 1 hydrogen, so there are 4 bonds, and you are trying to make the 5th bond, which means a bond is to be broken also. The easiest to break is your pi bond. So this pi bond breaks and the electron goes to the bottom position. So the next resonating structure would look like this. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes here. A new bond is formed here and this bonded pair of electron goes to this carbon, which now onwards I would be represented by a negative sign. Moving on further, to draw the next resonating structure, this electron pair is used up to form a bond here. While when this bond is formed, this particular carbon gets the 5th bond. 1, 2, 3 and 4th is the hydrogen. So if you are forming the 5th bond, this bond will have to break. One bond is formed, simultaneously one bond is broken down. This leads to a benzene ring. Nothing changes here, nothing changes here, nothing changes here, nothing changes here. What changes is a bond is developed here because you have made a bond, and this bond is broken, a negative charge moves here. Coming to the last resonating structure. Now, this electron pair is used to form the bond. So, this is used to form a bond here, a double bond is formed. This particular carbon already has 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds and you are making the 5th. So, this bond, one of the bonds breaks and the lone pair goes to the D, that is your donor atom again. Drawing the last resonating structure, you have nothing changing here, nothing changing here. Here you are left with one bond, a new bond is formed here. Your D now gets back the lone pair and the negative charge vanishes. The positive charge here also goes because it receives back the electrons. Please pay attention. The first structure and the last structure are always similar. That is, they have no charge on them. Number 1. 2 lone pairs on the donor atom. Your donor atom gets the lone pairs back. But the orientation of double bonds shifts in the ring. Pay attention. You can see the 3 bonds, double bonds I had drawn were these. Now they have changed to this. You've shifted them by 1 position. So always remember, your first resonating structure and the last resonating structures are always similar. Whatever you started up, you end up with the same, except that the orientation of the pi bond shifts by 1 position. Is that clear? Also pay attention. Can you see that I have structure 1, I call this as 2, this has 3rd structure, this has the 4th structure and the 5th structure. Can you see that in the 2nd, 3rd and the 4th resonating structures, benzene has negative charge, or we say benzene is electron rich. At what positions? Which positions do you think have become electron rich? This is called as the ortho position. This is called as the para position. This is again the ortho position. So, the benzene ring is electron rich at ortho and para positions. Just remember that whenever there is a donor atom giving electrons to benzene ring via resonance, during the resonating structures you will always get the negative charge at the ortho para positions. So, your D is said to be whenever there is a plus R effect, you would have an electron donating group attached to benzene. You would have negative on the benzene ring at ortho and para position. Should be remembered. Is that okay? I'll just help you to draw one more resonating structure, but before that, let me give you the average of all these structures. When we talk about average, we will be talking about a hybrid structure of the resonating structures, and the hybrid structure looks like this. Pay attention. What is common in all of them? The benzene ring. What else is common? The D. Now, apart from the D, what we say is you have a double bond sometimes here. So, there is a dotted. You have 3 bonds or you have 2 bonds. So, there is a dotted. A negative charge is inside the benzene ring. The D gets a positive charge. So, this is how you represent the hybrid structure of the compound where I have written D. This is no such compound. I have just written D to represent that this atom is a donor. So, this always is showing you a plus R effect. Of course, you can also write one lone pair because one lone pair is always there on this atom. Which means if you are now asked to draw the resonating structures for aniline, phenol, chlorobenzene or anisole, you do not need to worry. The reason is the atom attached to benzene has a lone pair. Here the atom attached to benzene has 2 lone pairs. Here the atom attached to benzene has 3 lone pairs. Here the atom attached to benzene has 2 lone pairs. So, all of them fall under the category of the donor group which we just did. So, what you would do is this lone pair will be used up here and this bond will break. So, what do you end up with? I will first draw the resonating structures for aniline. I will draw complete. Rest I will just start off and you can complete them on your own. So, your resonating structure in this case would end up in your benzene ring. The electron pair of the bonded broken bond goes here. No change here, no change here. A double bond here. A nitrogen with 2 hydrogens here and it gets a positive charge because the lone pair is used up. Structure number 2. The electron pair is used here and this bond breaks and it comes here. So, now your negative charge travels to the para position. So, the next structure you would have no change here, no change here, no change in the positive charge. The only thing that changes is this bond is broken, you get a negative here and this bond is formed. As you can see, the negative charge has travelled from the ortho position to the para position. Now, while drawing the next resonating structure, this electron pair is used to form a bond here and this is broken. As you can see, you will make one bond and you will break the other bond. And you already know whenever there is a donor atom, the resonating structures would be such that you can see here again, no changes here, no change here. This bond is formed, here you get a negative charge. Coming to the last resonating structure, this electron pair is used to form a bond here and this bond breaks and the nitrogen gets back the lone pair of electrons. So, this is your nitrogen, gets back the lone pair, so the positive charge vanishes because this has got electrons. You are left with a single bond, you have these 3 bonds and you can see the first and the last structure are same, they only differ in the orientation of the pi bonds. The central structures you can see, benzene gets a negative charge at ortho-para positions. So, we say NH2 in this molecule, your NH2 is acting as an electron donor by resonance. So, it has a plus R effect. This is also your electron donating group and we also call it as the ortho-para directing group. Moving to the resonating structures of phenol. Again, you have a lone pair. The lone pair is given here and this bond breaks. So you end up in the next resonating structure where you would have an OH. Instead of 2 lone pairs, now only 1 lone pair left. Here you develop a double bond. This is your benzene ring. No change here and here. This bond is broken and you get a negative here. You have used one of the lone pairs. So oxygen has to get a positive charge. How do you draw the second resonating structures? Please use this electron pair to form a bond and break one bond. You form one bond and you break another bond. That means you end up in the next resonating structure which would have a negative here. No change here, no change here, no change here, no change here, no change here. Where does it change? Here. You get a new bond formed. Coming to the next resonating structure. This electron pair is used to form a bond here. This breaks and goes here. That means your next resonating structure would look like the benzene ring. No change here, no change here, no change here, no change here, no change here. Where is the change? Here you get a negative and a bond is formed. Coming to the last resonating structure where this electron pair is used to form a bond here so that you get the 3 pi bonds inside the benzene ring and this pi bond breaks, otherwise this particular carbon will have 5 bonds in it. So your last resonating structure, as you can see, resembles the first resonating structure. You end up in your phenol. I hope now it is clear. For the rest of them, you can draw the resonating structures yourself and I will give you a quick summary of the resonance plus R effect. But before that, I'll just start this off for you so that you do not struggle. This electron is used here and this bond breaks, which means your first resonating structure should be minus, no changes here, a double bond here. Cl now is left with 2 lone pairs. Do not forget the positive charge. The second resonating structure, you can now do it yourself, but I'll leave you with a hint. As done earlier, this is used up, this is broken, rest you can continue yourself. I'll also do it for you for anisole. For drawing the resonating structures of anisole, as you can see, benzene is attached to an atom which has got lone pair. So the lone pair is used up to give the electrons to benzene ring. You end up in something like this, where you have the structure which looks like this: oxygen, CH3, 1 lone pair used up, a positive charge, negative here, nothing changes here. The next structure onwards you can draw yourself. Now before I summarize the lecture, let me give you one important point. Whenever you have benzene attached to a donor atom, I have already explained that these could be OH, NH2, any halogen, OCH3, etc. Then in that case, they donate the electron to the benzene ring. So your benzene ring gets electron rich at the ortho and para position. So whenever there is an electrophilic substitution reaction on such compounds, phenol, aniline, chlorobenzene, anisole, which means you have an electron rich identity at ortho and para position. So your electrophile, due to these reactions, will go and attack only at ortho or para. So since it is electron rich and ortho para, therefore electrophile, that is an electron loving identity, attaches at ortho and para. Out of these two positions, always your para is majorly attacked. The reason is there is nothing to hinder the approach. Here, when the E positive, the electrophile, attacks the ortho position, there is this D group which might hinder the approach. But this position is very far off from the D. So whenever you have an electrophile, then this ortho and para positions are attacked. Major position is always para. So since we are talking about a substitution reaction, what exactly happens is your benzene has a donor atom, and when you attack a electrophile to it, which could be, this could be phenol, aniline, chlorobenzene, anisole. Any electrophile, if it goes and attacks here, the product formed is, it goes to ortho position and your H positive is lost. There is a substitution of E positive by the H from here, and it can also form the para product where the E attacks the para position and the H is lost from this position, which means during your electrophilic substitution reaction, the presence of a donor group causes the electrophile to approach at ortho and the para position. This is also called as the directive influence of substituted benzenes. So, if there is a benzene which has got a D, a donor group, then the electrophile would always approach the ortho-para positions, and out of this, this product is your major product due to less hindrance to the approach of the electrophile. We say due to less steric, that is space hindrance. There is less steric hindrance. So, always your para product is the major product whenever an electrophile attacks any of the benzene substituted groups, which can be this. Is that clear? Let me quickly give you a summary. So, when your benzene is attached to a group which is a donor atom, then the donor atom gives the electrons, we say it has a plus R effect. Benzene receives the electrons, so we say benzene has a minus R effect. This donor atom is also called as the electron donating group. Now, when will it donate electrons? When it has electrons. So, this must have lone pairs. Such groups under the category are OH. It could also be NH2 group. It could also be any of the halogens which have 3 lone pairs each. It could also be an OCH3 group or an OR group. Whatever these are, we say they possess a plus R effect because they are going to donate electrons. Also, under these situations, your benzene becomes electron rich at ortho and para. These groups are also called as the activating groups. Is also the word given to these all donor atoms. Beyond this, are also said they direct the incoming electrophile towards ortho and para positions. So, these groups are also called as ortho-para directing groups. All donor groups have got a donating tendency, so they are also known as the ortho-para directing groups. Is that clear? So, now I leave you with a question that is a CHO group a donor group or not? Now, if this CHO group is attached to benzene, have a look at the atom attached to benzene would be C. C has how many electrons in the outermost shell? 4. 1 would be attached to the benzene ring, 1 to H, 2 to oxygen, which means your carbon has no electrons left. Since it has no lone pairs, therefore, it is not electron donating group. That means it will not show you a plus R effect. Similarly, if I talk about a group which is carboxylic acid, if your carboxylic acid is attached to benzene, is it a donor group? Please look at the atom attached to the benzene ring. Again carbon. Does carbon have any leftover lone pairs? 1 bond here, 1 bond here, 2 bonds here. Carbon only has 4 electrons in the outermost shell. So, this is also not a electron donating group. Is that okay? Coming to the last example, let's talk about a nitrobenzene. A nitrobenzene looks like this. Nitrogen, a double bond over here and a single bond, coordinated bonded here. Now, nitrogen has how many electrons in the outermost shell? 5. 1 used here, 2 used here means 3 you have used, and the lone pair is used here, which means nitrogen is this compound has used all 5 electrons for bonding. Therefore, again there is no lone pair left. If there is no lone pair left, this also is not a electron donating group. So these are not electron donating groups. They do not fall under this category. I have finished the positive resonance effect for benzene, and these three would fall under the minus R effect, which would be my next class. I hope I have tried my best to make you understand this important concept. All your compounds of class 12th and this year also, you would be using the resonance concept highly for all your organic chapters. Do well in life. Bless you loads. Please keep liking and subscribing the channel and sharing the videos. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.